Hey guys, welcome to the bird's nest. I'm trying this live thing one more time from home this time. Oh, wish I had a tissue. I'm a little shiny. I'm going to give it a little minute and see if folks join. In the meantime, please like, comment, and subscribe for all your NFL news, recaps, and gossip. You know, I keep my ear to the street. So as soon as I find out anything that gets my ears percolating, I am going to bring it to you right away. I wanted to wait for folks to come on. I want to give it a little minute because I got some could be juicy gossip, but it's gossip. You know, I like to have reliable sources when I give you news. Otherwise, it's either an opinion or it's just gossip. All right. Well, I cannot continue to wait for people to come on, and I don't have to anymore because I figured out how to do the thumbnail and all that good stuff that you need to do in advance so that it doesn't look all janky like my last one. You can't edit it after the fact. So, there is this gentleman that is a member of Shador's Entourage. And people sometimes mistake him for being Shador's agent. When Shador first came to Cleveland, this person actually did an interview that gave the impression that he was speaking for Shador. But you know, the more I dug into it, you know me, I need reliable sources. I could not find anything that made me believe that this person was any more than an entourage member, a very well-connected entourage member. Now, he says, or people say, that he works for Cash Money Agency. Or maybe it's called Cash Money Sports. They are Travis's agent, Travis Hunter's agents for endorsements. Not for football. You know, when it comes to negotiating his football contract and things like that, Travis has a different agent for that. But he uses No Limit Sports. I think that's what they're called. No, I'm calling it No Limit. Cash Money Sports for his endorsements. Shador is not affiliated with Cash Money Sports beyond Dillon being friends with Lil Wayne. And Lil Wayne is something like a figurehead himself. He's not an agent or anything like that. He partnered with an agency with real professional agents who do all the work. And you know, who knows how that arrangement is, but Lil Wayne is not an agent himself. So, this gentleman, he goes by Boog. On Twitter, his name is Hboo. Hi, guys. Hello, everyone. I have to put on my glasses to be able to see the words, but then the light from my ring light will be on my glasses. So, let's just get down to the gossip. Hboo. Okay. Oh, wait. I didn't finish my introduction of Boog. I think his name is Boog. He goes by Hboog32 on Twitter if you want to check him out. I muted him because I am opinionated and I'm not as argumentative as I once was. I'm learning being on Twitter to not be talking all the time. Like, you don't have to respond to everything. You can just read it and go on about your business, let people have their opinion. You don't got to argue with everybody. But at the time that I muted Boog, it was because had I not muted him, I would be arguing with him all the time. Because he did that interview. This is what ruined things to me. And when I felt like I needed to mute him, is that he did an interview as if he works for Shador. And I didn't think that was proper. He doesn't represent Shador well, in my opinion. Please forgive me if you like him. I know a lot of people like him and follow him and thinks he's Shador's agent and all that good stuff. And so please forgive me. This is my opinion, and that's why I muted him. I don't have to worry about arguing with him and disagreeing with his um, behavior and him representing Shador in a way that is not good. And he does say that I don't speak for Shador. I speak for me, but you're talking about Shador, and I know plenty of people think you're his agent. So, that's a little back information on my response to Hboo and why I muted him. Well, on Twitter today, somebody said something was saying, how could you trust Stefanski? And I was like, who are they talking about? It was somebody I had muted. So I had to click on it to see the tweet. Here's a tweet. Wait, gotta put my glasses on. Here's the tweet, y'all. I trust Coach Steph. He call him Coach Steph, child. I trust Coach Steph process. He got to show y'all first and leave no doubt as to why he's about to do what he has to do. Let it play out. Bro, what? Now, my initial response, I didn't say anything, of course. And the person that I saw their tweet, which is what made me see who they were responding to, already said what I would have said. How could you trust him? So I didn't say anything. But I was like, how could you say anything good about him? Coach Prime don't have nothing good to say about him. Trust what? But then you know me, my wheels get to spinning. I already told y'all. Now y'all know that Quinshon Judkins is him. And he's the only thing that the Browns really have on offense. Well, Quinshon barely played in the game Sunday. Everybody's like flabbergasted. Why didn't he play Quinshon? Why was it when they were on they were right on the they were 3 yards away from getting a touchdown, and Dillon kept throwing the ball. And as you know, he didn't get any touchdowns. And he never put Quinshon in and just run it in like he does. So why didn't he play Quinshon? Why did he direct Dillon to make all those passes? Everybody's talking about that today. How many passes that Dillon threw in that game for no yards, hardly 200 yards on 50 some odd passes. Is it possible? I mean, this is gossip because it comes from Hboo, who I don't consider to be a good source, but he is in Shador's entourage. As I stated, I went to the Panthers game. I invested in that game, so I had a fantastic seat right on the field, and he was there. I saw him, and he travels around with Travis too. So I know he's well connected, so he must know something. Why is he saying trust Stefanski? And what is Stefanski doing? Is Stefanski trying to prove now that he knows? I mean, he already knew Dillon wasn't him, but he picked him. He had to play him first. Is he trying to let Dillon fail so that he can put Shador out there? He said, and leave no doubt why he's going to do what he's about to do. What is he about to do? Now I gotta watch the Miami game and see what happens. Is Quinshawn going to barely play in the Miami game also? Who hide behind the screen? Anyway, so now I'm going to be looking at the Miami game even closer. I want to see how much Quinshawn plays. I want to see how much Dillon throws. Who? What guy? Who? Gale. What guy is not blocked? So I don't know what he means by that. I want Shador to play. Like ASAP. And I think if we could get a win out of Dillon, one win. That's all we need is one win to let Shador come in after the bye week and they still have a chance at the playoffs. That's what I would love to happen. If Dillon loses, by the time it gets to Shador, we're at 1-5 right now. If he keeps losing, we'll be at 1-7. They need to win 10 games. Don't they need to win 10 games to get in the playoffs? They'd have 10 games left, and Shador would have to win 9 of them. Well, they do have the easiest schedule. I think they said the 4th easiest schedule remaining. So most of their games are easy for the rest of the season. Terry, as much as I would love that to be true, I don't know. I want that to be true. I don't want Shador to have to play for Stefanski because he's check down king. Yeah, Coach Prime was clowning Shador over him being the check down king when he was in the hospital. That was less than a week ago. I don't know what Hboo is talking about because I don't think Coach Prime is feeling Stefanski based on him teasing Shador about those checkdowns. But for some reason, and this is the second tweet I've seen from Boog, like kind of endorsing Stefanski or thinking that Shador's getting a fair shake from Stefanski. I don't know. What do y'all think? Is it possible? Hey, Myles Garrett did say that every time that he comes into the facility in the morning, Shador is already there in Kevin Stefanski's office. And that's another thing about Boog. If he does have inside information, he shouldn't be saying it out loud. Because here I am on live, spreading the word that he done put the word out that we need to trust Kevin Stefanski, and he needs there to be no, let me see the word again. I don't want to be misquoting him. He got to show y'all first and leave no doubt as to why he's about to do what he has to do. I mean, he framed that to say, we need y'all to see Dillon fail. That's how I took it. And that way, when he put Shador in, nobody will have a problem with it. And I just told y'all in my last live, I don't know if you can see it because the quality was so bad that wait a minute. See, I lose my train of thought. I lose my train of thought so often. Are you disabled? No, I'm not disabled. I'm just old. Oh my God. The comments are not giving what I need them to give. Now, do I seem mad to you, annoying troll? I'm not mad at all. Um, so I want Shador in after the bye week. Oh, that's what I was talking about. That's what I was talking about. So him saying it leaves no doubt. I did notice that oh my God, I lost my train of thought again. Auntie old, y'all. Oh, how people turn on the players. Now, last week they were cool with Dillon, even though he was mid and lost. And his 2 touchdowns came as a result of checkdowns that were no more than 5-7 yards away from him. But now, this week, they are turning on him. Now they want to see Shador. People that didn't want to see Shador, they want to see him now. The media is still writing off Shador, though. Even though they've written off Dillon, too. And they always were kind of lukewarm on Dillon. Except for Tony Grossi, who was always defending him. And now he's blaming Kevin Stefanski. He's still not blaming Dillon for what's going on with the team. It's Kevin Stefanski, and it is largely his fault. Right. So yeah, so I guess he had to put him out there. He felt like he had to put him out there. But it would have been better for him if Dillon performed well. But he knew Dillon wasn't going to perform well. Because as I always say, regardless of what we think, they see what's going on in practice. And I know they know. And now people are attacking Myles Garrett for being frustrated over them losing. And my thing is, Myles has been very vocal in his support of Shador. Very vocal. And I think he wants him out there. Does he know about this diabolical plan that Boog is talking about? Does he know that Shador's on the way? After there's no doubt. What's fan here? Okay. So let me read some of you guys' comments. Child, my glasses are dirty too. Pick in the 3rd round. Yes. Tommy Elvine, Kevin shaking. It's firing season. Yeah, you see the Titans coach got fired. Now you got a coach that's available if they need to fire him on the spot. Whether Stefanski, Robert Kennedy, whether Stefanski or upper management, they were wrong for giving up on Baker Mayfield. That's 4 years ago. You know. It's going to take strong figure to bring Cleveland out of the mud, and it's always been that way. Doughboyville, I think Shador's it. I think he's the answer. You know, I don't think I'm wrong. I think Shador's the answer for everything that they need, and he's going to ignite that offense. And if the wide receivers are dropping passes, Shador's going to say, guys, we gotta practice after practice. We got to run these routes. We got to get this perfect timing. This is what I need from you. Shador is that leader. He's not scared of those guys. He has to be a certain way right now because he's not QB1 yet. But once he's QB1, he gets to implement his process. Sorry for bad spelling. That's okay. I'm Robert. Dillon Gabriel like a Walmart brand tour. Yeah. backup. He's giving backup energy. Kevin better be on his best behavior because they fired the Texans coach got fired. No, that was the Titans. Titans coach. Okay, yeah. I know the Titans coach got fired. They should have seen this coming. Stefanski needs to go. Them receivers better catch when 12 out there. And if they don't, they got one game of that, I'm telling you. Otherwise, because see, NFL quarterbacks, you get on their ding-dang nerves, they won't target you, buddy. And they already started putting Gage Larvadane out there, although Dillon threw him a hospital ball yesterday, and he got clobbered. I meant to check up on him. I know he's on concussion protocols. That's Shador's guy. That Shador trained up during the offseason. He met him. Gage Larvadane was a walk-on, undrafted, free agent in rookie minicamp. And Shador took him on vacation. They were on the beach in some tropical destination. I found out where they were eventually because Shador's girlfriend posted and said where they were. Now, you know, Shador don't even claim her publicly because he don't put his business out in the street like that. And as a result, I unfollowed her, so I don't remember what her page is anymore. But she had posted, it was like Aruba or something like that. Him and Gage were on the beach throwing the football. And then after that, they went to Coach Prime's compound because Coach Prime was sick at the time. Him and Gage went there and they were training there. He done trained Gage up into a NFL wide receiver, and now you see he's on the second team. He was out there playing last week, but Dillon got him hurt. Well, we need to see what the plan is for him now. I don't know what Hboo knows, if he made that up. I don't know why he trusts Kevin and Coach Prime doesn't, and he's been treating Shador poorly all along. That's right, Amber. That's what I think. And well, they can't go to Coach Prime's now. You know, it's hard for those guys to get away during the season. Now, during the bye week, he can be working with some guys if they agree to it. See, until he's QB1, it's hard to put your foot down. Now, I know Russell Wilson, he used to go with his guys in the summertime, and it would be like everybody. And Russell was footing the bill. Well, they didn't give Shador that kind of money, so he can't even do that. And you know what I mean by strong figure without me saying. Oh, okay. Who do you think wins tonight with both these games? Oh, hold on, you got to remind me who's playing. I can't remember, but I know I wanted to see one of these games. Because I like players. Hold on. I got my computer now. I'll tell you what I think. I know I was interested in one of these games tonight. And it might have been both of them, which sucks. I hate when two games come on at the same time. Hold on one second, guys. Today is the 13th. Wait a minute, I know there's 2 games tonight. Oh, I thought there were 2 games tonight, and I was wondering why they did it. Yeah, they are. Why they're not showing me? Oh, okay, I see it. Okay, here we go. Here's my prediction. I'm taking the Bills over the Falcons. Because the Bills are the Bills. And, you know, Michael Penix is still coming into his own, although that's one of my faves. Ooh, the Bears and the Commanders. Oh, my God. The battle of the Heisman Trophy winners. Draft picks 1 and 2. Oh, my God. I don't know because Caleb Williams is coming in his own. I'm going to go with the Commanders. So I'm saying the Commanders beat the Bears. and the Bills beat the Falcons. That's my prediction. Yeah, Robert. I said that. That's what I said. You know, I don't want to put their business in. Hey, it's gossip anyway. It's just gossip. So that's what I think. I think that once Shador get in, Judy gonna miraculously start catching those balls. Yes, Gage was looking good. Luke was good, looking good. I hate that Luke got that injury. Okay. Yes, Commanders. Redskins not. I like to call them the Redskins too. I wish they would change their name back. I have seen Indian people saying that they don't like all this changing of Indian stuff that they're doing in sports. So I don't even know who decided to do that. You know, we got this political correctness movement going on. And so somebody decided you couldn't say Redskins. Commanders is such a dumb name. Like, you couldn't come up with nothing better than that. Oh, okay, yeah, that's your team, see? Yeah, the Redskins. You think so? Navolia? Navolia, am I saying your name right? Navolia? You think that they're gonna let Luke in when Shador plays? I was wondering if he would have any like say in that because of Judy dropping passes. Oh, and the fact that when Shador's on the field, you could have a couple of wide receivers out there. Whereas when Dillon's on the field, you gotta have the tight ends and the running backs because he can't throw it more than 10 yards. So you can't. You just got one wide receiver out there. So yeah, that does make room for wide receivers when Shador's out there, if they put him out there. Shador got the whole league with egg on their face. Oh, it ain't came yet, Tommy. It haven't happened yet. Now, Volia, okay. It's really gonna happen when Shador plays. Bro, I probably got 1,000 bookmarks out there so I can go back and be petty. Specifically. I don't want to just say some general tweet. No, I'm going to you. What you say? I ain't gonna be worth nothing when Shador gets out there and plays. Yeah, you can put all the weapons out with Shador. Yes, yes. Hey, Gene. So that was just my little gossip that I had from Boog, who is an insider from Shador's camp. He's around all the time. I don't know if y'all remember when Shador rolled up into Cleveland like QB1 from Jump Street. Got there early, like 2 weeks early. He came to Cleveland, started getting out in the community, started posting video. Well, I don't know who was posting the video. You know, Shador never actually posts a video. Somebody else will do it of him working out 2 weeks before rookie minicamp even started. He came into town like QB1. I love that. I loved it. I wish he could still do it. But the season's here, so he got to work. You got to work during the season. You don't have time for nothing. He can't even go visit his dad. Keep it coming. I'm enjoying your content. Thank you, RD. I appreciate you for watching. Okay, so I just wanted to come on and see what people think about Boog saying trust Stefanski. Y'all keep an eye out and see. Is he sabotaging Dillon like he did to Shador in that Rams game? Why he didn't let Quinshawn play last week? What was that about? And y'all know he nominated Dillon, or somebody, I don't know who did it, nominated Dillon Gabriel for Rookie of the Week last week when Quinshawn was the one that kept him in the game. What's going on? There be things going on behind the scenes that we don't even know about, y'all. I'm new to this live. How do you know when you are live? Well, Gene Ford, I'm so happy you asked. You can subscribe and turn on notifications. If you turn on notifications, when I just started going live today, really. I went live like once before. Like I just got to the point where I'm figuring out this live thing. But if you put on notifications, you'll see when I'm live. Or if you don't want to put on the notifications, um, but you subscribe, the live will it should still come up in your subscriptions timeline. What's weird, Amber? Maybe it was weird. Um, yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. Keep an eye on that Miami game because they're supposed to win that Miami game now. If Stefanski wants Dillon to lose that Miami game, he gonna really have to go out of his way to make that happen because Miami is terrible. Honest thoughts about Dillon versus Shador debate. DJ Mack, I think that Shador is way better than Dillon based on what I've seen because I didn't know Dillon before, and I was slightly high on Dillon because once they got into I don't know if it was rookie mini camp or sometime early on, I had to do the research on Dillon because he was on the same team with Shador, and he had good stats in college, including completion percentage. Sure, Shador had the highest completion percentage, but Dillon's was like 70% too. I think Shador's was like 74%, something like that. But Dillon was like 70% in college. So I was like, oh, okay, he might be okay. But then I kept watching. I kept my ear to the street. And so I was in on rookie mini camp, OTAs, mandatory mini camp, training camp, and seeing that daggone QB tracker and keeping up with the media who was there, were there, and the analysts who were saying day after day after day that Dillon was not him. He was throwing interceptions. His passes were getting batted down. They said he was inconsistent. Well, yeah, Shador don't have those problems. Shador got that going backwards in the pocket problem that I hope that they're working on to help him improve. And I'm sure those scout team reps are probably helping him improve too, because you keep on going back on Miles and them, they're going to sack you with negative 30 yards. So I hope he's working on that. I think that Shador is leaps and bounds above all the quarterbacks in this class. I always thought that, and now that they're on the field, I think it even more. Cam is struggling. Jackson Dart is doing well-ish with Hboo. He's 2 of 3 in his first three starts, so But I think that Shador is better than him, and Quinshawn is at least as good as Hboo. But Hboo is reckless, and he about to injure himself unless they stop him from leading with his helmet. That's exactly, Amber. That's another thing that they don't know about. The fact that Shador been playing in adversity the whole time. The fact that he could make something, can get 9 wins out of Colorado with a bad O-line. They did bring in Jordan Seaton last year, and of course that made a huge difference. But it was really just Jordan. It was really just Jordan, and little much else. So the fact that he could make that happen with the lack of an O-line and with no run game and his little wide receivers that kept coming. Yeah, Shador, the Browns are perfect for him. He can work through. This is what I think. He can work through their problems because he's used to playing in adversity at Jackson State and Colorado and still getting results. Stefanski was waving Dillon back on the field like, try your best. When? When now, Volia? I'm with you 100%. Do you think Shador Sanders is being sabotaged? No, not anymore. They can't sabotage him now. I mean, well, not anymore. They were sabotaging him, and this is another thing why I don't understand why Boog trusts. Well, maybe that statement that they want Shador to go out there with his own plays, maybe it has some truth to it. They don't want him going out. They want him to look his best and not go into like garbage time in a Dillon game and have to run Dillon plays. Maybe there's some truth to that. I didn't really believe it, but maybe now I believe it. And if I believe that, then I don't think he's being sabotaged anymore. But that keeping him at QB3 so that he never got second team reps made me feel like they was sabotaging him. But to me, running the scout team when they have one of the top defenses in the league, those reps are invaluable. But he needs to learn the plays. He needs to know what's going to happen on Sunday. And he needs to be able to run the plays. You don't do that on scout team. You only see the defensive plays. What good is that doing him? And you got to mimic the offense of the team they're playing. Y'all know what it is. So he needs those reps. Hopefully he'll be getting them going forward. This was always planned this way for us to react this way. Isn't that something how they use him? Gene? Yes, they be using him for clicks. They did it in the draft. And I don't even know if they meant for it to happen in the draft. What really happened is the fact that Shiloh was streaming the whole time. That's what made it blow up. And that also caused Shador get a boatload of more fans. Because Shiloh was streaming the whole time, and they sitting around looking adorable. See, I'm old. Now, y'all might look at Shador and Shiloh and say that they're attractive or something, but, child, I'll be speaking baby talk about them. Those my little nephews. I love them. But they were looking adorable to me and breaking my heart all weekend long. It was an emotional roller coaster, so even more eyes got drawn into it, more fans for Shador, and now, they know now, you see what they do now, the media, everybody does it, getting clicks off that boy. And I don't even know how much money everybody's making. Somebody said that Jalen Ramsey loves Coach Prime. He knows Shador. And I know a lot of players are riding for him. And the way they coming down on Miles now for complaining about them keep losing, they going to force Miles to come out and say straight up, Shador need to be QB1. Somebody is saying it to G. Bush on the low, anonymously. You know how they like to do. Anonymously, like everybody else want to do it. Well, the players said we going to do it too. And they going to G. Bush telling him that they want Shador to be QB1. I trust G. Bush 100%. So I know he's not lying when he says that. Dillon was trying to ask him a question, I believe. He didn't want to go back. What? I missed that. My stupid behind. I deleted the game after it was over, and then they started talking about Ramsey, and I wanted to see it, and I ain't have the game. I just want Shador playing with another coach. You know, apparently this check down thing is Stefanski's thing. I mean, he's going to have to come up with another plan for Shador. Because Shador need to get that ball down the field. That's his specialty. Yeah, Amber. He cannot have Dillon's playbook at all. When Watson comes back, where do you think he falls in the mix? It depends. I've been thinking about that too, DJ Matt. It depends. If Shador gets out on the field before he comes back, he about to be the backup. Yeah, he's probably going to be the backup, and Dillon won't be QB3. He gets to be emergency quarterback then. He's going to get demoted. That's what I think. I could be wrong. I mean, they say that Haslam doesn't mess with Deshaun like that, but he went to his wedding. But if Shador doesn't get in first and Boog is wrong about Stefanski, I could almost see him putting Deshaun on the field before Shador, just because he doesn't want to put Shador on the field. So Shador got to get out there before Deshaun comes back, in my opinion, and ball out, and then that'll keep Deshaun off the field forever, which is what they really want. That's what I think. Shador throws deep balls, accurate too, pretty, catchable, nice touch. You know, Dillon threw that ball all hard and cracked Bond all upside the helmet. Shador would never do that, or it wouldn't hurt, because he'd just throw it with the exact amount of touch to be caught comfortably, cradled in the arms. Yeah, Don Hector, you don't know Shador. You know nothing about him. That's what ESPN do. They be stealing views from the popular black players. What do you mean, Robert? Stealing views. You're right about Robert. ESPN never shows black players. Stealing views. I don't know what that means. Exactly what I was thinking. Ah, okay, DJ Mac. Let's see how it happens. I'm still hoping Shador gets out there after the bye. The league has to see Satsui. I hope I said that right. No hato. The league has to see the Browns use Shador as the last resort. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. So the league's like, okay, you can let him play now, but you need to play everybody else first. He got to pay for hurting our feelings. Dillon, he did, Amber. Dillon got cussed out by Isaiah Bond. And they said Isaiah Bond was him. He's yet another player on the team making more money than Shador. And they're not even playing him. They keep putting Judy out there. And now Isaiah, got out there and didn't do great, but they're not really giving him a lot of game reps to get up to speed for them to say he's him. Shador fan from Jackson. All right now, Aaron. From Jackson, Mississippi. I used to be stationed in Biloxi. All we have to do is be patient. There's no way Shador won't start eventually. Shador is the truth. Yes, he is. Blessings from London, England. Hey, thank you, London, England. We team Shador over here. Hey, that's right. You're on the right side of history because it's coming. He's coming. Leroy Dunn. I can't, though Dillon was doing his thing from what I've seen, and a super fan of the Sanders family. All right. I don't really... hey, I make typos myself, and sometimes you just can't get the context. The league, hold on, Samantha. The league doesn't want Shador to start, so they're fast tracking the process to have him start. Who, you mean, Deshaun? The league doesn't want Shador to start, so they're fast tracking the process to have him start. What does that mean? I believe he will be playing before the bye. You think so, Gene? Hey, I said that this week. The Dillon played so bad last week, they might throw him in next week, but they would have needed to announce that by now, because then he would have to be getting first team reps all week. Actually, they don't have to announce that. Somebody said that last week in one of my comments. Hi, honey. That even though Stefanski didn't announce Shador's QB2 until Friday, they think that he was getting the reps before that. Now, Ultimate Cleveland Sports said at least the day after Flacco got traded, Shador didn't get the reps, but that's what they heard. I don't be knowing. Now I don't trust any of them. I like to think of of the media as a reliable source, but Cleveland media is so weird. I can't really trust them. I've seen guys lie on Ultimate Cleveland Sports, or I think they were lying because they said that they heard from somebody who heard that the player said Shador wasn't ready. Yet the players are telling G. Bush he is ready. They want him on the field. He's working his butt off for no reward, and he keeps doing it, and that's pissing them off. Yeah, I don't know what book talking about trust Stefanski. I'm gonna have to see what happens in this Miami game before I'll do that. I believe he will be playing before the bye week. Okay, let's see. This is all politics. Absolutely. I'm saying I can't lie. Oh, okay. Shador, Shiloh, and Coach Prime. Juju Watkins. For other schools that nobody wants to watch. They didn't have to announce it till Friday before the game. Okay. That's exactly my sentiments. How exactly do they know that these things before they come to fruition? Someone's on the inside, and it's not just the players. Oh, for sure. Yeah, they cut off. Oh, absolutely. I don't even know who's feeding all that, or who was feeding all that mess to the media. That things are changing, constantly changing. We're not seeing the disparaging news reports about Shador. They were putting those out several times a week up until Dillon got in. Cha, that NFL is so corrupt. But anyway, I just wanted to report that news to you guys. It's 5 o'clock and I have work I need to do before I go on vacation. And then I was like so excited for games that are occurring this weekend, namely the Browns. I need to see that Miami game. I need to see if it comes on the DVR so I can record it, because I don't know. You know, you go to other countries and you can't access everything on your phone like YouTube. I got the NFL package. I don't know if I'll be able to see the game while I'm out of the country, but I'm gonna try because I desperately want to see that now. Now I need to see what happens. It depends on where you're going. I'm going to Jamaica, Amber. What do you think? You think I can? Jamaica might be cool. Thank you for your live updates. Please relax and enjoy your vacation wherever you're off to. I'm going to try, Gene. You know, I got a lot going on in my life right now. I'm stressed out. We will look forward to hearing from you when there's news to report. Thank you. Thanks, guys, for listening. Oh, okay. Thanks, Amber. I hope you're right. Okay. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to like. And if you haven't subscribed, help your girl out. I'm just trying to get ahead in this YouTube life. Y'all have a good day. Thanks, guys. Mwah.